Giant hornets, creatures straight out of nightmares. These colossal insects with their razor-sharp mandibles and venom-loaded stingers inspire fear wherever they fly. But what if we told you that in China, these terrifying predators aren't just feared, they're farmed? That's right, giant hornets are being raised and harvested on an industrial scale. Why? For food, medicine, and even profit. But behind this booming industry lies a darker reality, one that exposes a dangerous balance between profit, peril, and nature's deadliest insect. To understand why giant hornet farming is so perilous, it helps to get to know the insect itself. Scientifically known as Vespa mandarinia, the giant hornet is an invasive species in North America and native to East and Southeast Asia. Its large muscular body, powerful mandibles, and ability to sting multiple times without losing its stinger make it a dominant predator in the insect world. Growing up to 5.5 centimeters in length, these hornets dwarf most other insects, and their venom is potent enough to send a person to the hospital if stung multiple times. A single sting delivers a venom that causes intense pain and inflammation, with the potential for severe allergic reactions. Unlike bees, which lose their stinger after one sting, giant hornets can sting repeatedly, each time injecting venom that targets the nervous system and can cause tissue damage, severe swelling, and even in rare cases, death. These hornets are powerful hunters, capable of wiping out entire colonies of honeybees in a matter of hours, and their presence is often devastating to local bee populations. For many in China, giant hornets are far more than feared insects. They hold a unique place in both the kitchen and the apothecary. In traditional Chinese culture, these hornets are believed to bring health benefits when consumed, whether through their larvae or adult forms. Dishes featuring hornet pupae in adults are enjoyed for their protein-rich nutty flavor, which is considered an exotic delicacy. And for those seeking medicinal benefits, hornets have been incorporated into remedies dating back hundreds of years. From medicinal potions to culinary dishes, giant hornets are in high demand. Hornet-based products like preserved hornets, hornet wine, and hornet tonics are known to command impressive prices, often reaching $80 to $100 for just 2 pounds. This demand has sparked a profitable, albeit dangerous industry as daring individuals venture into hornet farming to tap into a lucrative market. Even with the rise of controlled hornet farming, many individuals still rely on a modernized method of hornet hunting that takes them deep into the forest. This current practice requires a blend of skill, patience, and courage, as hunters carefully track hornets back to their nests using bait and tactical tracking techniques. The process begins by setting a bait trap, typically using fresh meat attached to a stick combined with honey-scented essential oils. Although giant hornets don't consume honey directly, they prey on honeybees, and the scent tricks them into thinking a honeybee nest is nearby. Once a hornet lands on the bait, drawn by the aroma, hunters act quickly yet delicately, tying a fine thread around the insect's abdomen. This thread is a temporary marker that doesn't harm the hornet, but allows the hunters to follow it as it flies back to its nest. Following a hornet through dense forest requires sharp concentration and patience, as the journey can take hunters through rough and hazardous terrain, often including steep inclines, thick underbrush, and even encounters with wildlife. Once the hunters locate the hive, the real challenge begins. Hornets are fiercely protective of their colonies, and any sudden or poorly timed movements can provoke an aggressive response. Hunters, therefore, wear thick rubber suits, gloves, and sometimes customized face masks to shield themselves from potential attacks as they cautiously approach the nest to harvest hornets without triggering a swarm. Recognizing the labor and dangers of hunting hornets in the wild, some individuals began developing a more sustainable and secure alternative: farming. Transitioning from hunting wild hornets to farming them at home has not only changed the way hornets are harvested, but also introduced a new level of risk and challenge. Raising giant hornets is a profession suited only for the brave and experienced, as working with these aggressive insects requires both expertise and an unwavering tolerance for danger. The process begins with capturing queen hornets, the foundation of any future colony. Winter is the ideal time to find and capture these queens, as most of the male and worker hornets have died off, leaving only the queens in hibernation. By carefully gathering these dormant queens during their inactive state, farmers lay the groundwork for a new generation of hornets. However, handling the queens, even in hibernation, demands precision and courage, as any misstep can endanger the farmer. After 3 months of hibernation, the queens awaken, ready to start building their nests. At this stage, farmers introduce male hornets to fertilize each queen, ensuring a strong start for the new hive. Fertilizing the queens is essential, as it equips them with the ability to produce a productive colony. Once fertilized, the queens are housed in small wooden boxes, allowing them to begin constructing their nests under close supervision. This confined setup makes it easier for farmers to monitor and manage the colony's growth, though the close contact with hornets at this stage can be dangerous. Farmers need to provide a steady food supply, typically using farm-raised grasshoppers, as well as water mixed with sugar to give the queens the energy required for laying eggs and building a strong nest. As the colony grows, the nest is moved outdoors, typically placed on tree branches or stakes far from human activity. This relocation is crucial for safety, as a growing hornet colony becomes highly protective and aggressive. A unique fact about hornets is their heightened sensitivity to human sweat. They will pursue anyone who runs near their nest, even signaling other colony members to follow with pheromones. As they grow, hornets become self-sufficient, allowing farmers to reduce daily interactions. Yet the need for caution never fades, as hornets are protective and aggressive, and each colony is only one triggered response away from a swarm. After 3 or 4 months, the colony matures, and farmers begin the delicate harvesting process. Clad in protective suits, farmers cautiously approach the nest, aware that even the slightest disturbance can provoke a swarm. Unlike in the wild, where harvesting can damage a hive irreparably, farm-raised hornets can be harvested without threatening the hive's overall stability. By removing only adult hornets and sparing the structure, farmers can ensure that the colony will continue to grow and produce. When it comes to harvesting hornet pupae, the process becomes more invasive and risky. Extracting pupae requires dismantling parts of the nest, which weakens the hive structure. This is why pupae are rarer and more expensive than adult hornets, as harvesting them can disrupt the colony's growth. However, the economic reward often outweighs these risks. Pupae are prized in the Chinese food industry for their rich, fatty taste and are seen as a delicacy, appealing to adventurous eaters who appreciate their unique texture and flavor. The culinary uses of hornet products vary widely, from fried and stir-fried pupae to hornet-infused tonics. Fried hornet pupae, for instance, are a high-protein dish with a creamy texture and a nutty, rich flavor that appeals to all ages, from children to adults. Adult hornets, however, are not as commonly eaten directly. Instead, they are preserved in jars of rice wine to create hornet wine, a popular tonic in traditional medicine. This wine is said to possess potent healing properties, used for ailments like joint pain, digestive issues, and even to detoxify the body. Hornet wine is regarded as a tonic for vitality and endurance, appreciated by those who seek its reputed health benefits. These culinary and medicinal applications highlight how giant hornets are woven into both the diets and healing practices of Chinese culture, reinforcing their value beyond their fearsome reputation.